Dear Burn Book. Today we need to talk about why the music industry is only giving artists a viral song and 2 business days to pop, or they're done with them.
I really feel like the music industry is just so like, at least the executives are very just detached from reality. They're old, they've been in their positions way too long, and the music industry has changed so much so fast that the goalpost just doesn't even know where to plant because of the chaos. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These artists, they are speaking to youth culture, and unfortunately, the music industry is not filled with youth culture right now.
The music industry wants youth and they want young people to like the artists, but they don't understand what the youths want. And they're firing everyone young and replacing them with AI.
Oh, talk about it. Talk about
Let's
it.
talk about it. Welcome to Marketing Girlies Be Like, the podcast where two music industry girlies break down the marketing behind the music, the rollouts behind the headlines, and the things everybody in the industry is thinking, but nobody's saying.
Every week, we're talking about artist branding, fan growth, marketing wins, marketing fails.
And all the music industry tea that's got us texting each other in paragraphs.
I'm Jamila.
And I'm Jazzmyne. Let's get into it. The music industry is doing marketing wrong. That's the main topic of today's episode. It's not giving artists enough time to build a world to even generate demand and sell it to us and stay in it. Artists are expected to come with a viral song ready, with the fan base intact. And in 2026, what's working the best is artists being who they are, not who the label tells them to be. So,
Yes. I mean, I think that, marketing in 2026 is all about building your identity and being your own and unique individual person. And artists are really struggling with trying to figure out who that is in real time. And the music industry is not fostering a system that helps them to figure that out.
Yeah, it's like a lot of what I call stressor, like a lot of stress and pressure, where it's like, oh, you have this single, okay, and then creating demand is really hard. Like, we can talk about it, but it takes planning. It's not I just made this video this one time and then it blew up, because even if the video blows up and you generate demand or you're getting a lot of attention, you have to figure out how you're going to funnel that attention to actually support the music.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a plan, and if, nobody's taking you seriously until you create that demand,
Yeah, I think a lot of what we're seeing today is artists are getting their little viral moment. And a lot of times the viral moment isn't even because of music. It could be because of some trend they started, or a dance, or a makeup look.
yeah.
We could speak on, Zara Larson even. Zara is known for her Y2K, glittery eyeshadow. She went viral because of that. And now they're having to go back and be like, okay, well, connect that aesthetic with her artistry. And for a big major label artist like Zara Larson, that can work. But when you try to take that approach and put it to a developing artist who maybe went viral because they're known for styling their clothes really cool, or maybe they're viral because they do story times in the studio while they eat their lunch or whatever, we we cannot apply Zara Larson logic to our developing artists. Our developing artists need a team and system in place that helps them to figure out why that content works and how to apply it to what they're building, the world they're building around not only them as an artist brand, but as the music that's coming next.
Yeah, I feel you. So, okay, this section is actually supposed to be no skips. This is supposed to be where we talk about our favorite jam of the week. Is there any jam or new song that you discovered that, you know, is from like an artist who is doing identity-based marketing?
I would say I've been listening to two people that I think are doing identity-based marketing at a large scale. One, I have to say her, Kehlani. I have to say Kehlani. Especially given that this album is called, it's like self-titled, so it's literally about her coming into her own. And my favorite song off the album is a tie between Still and You Got It. Both songs are very much about like her understanding who she is in love and the type of person she needs. And so that is where I would say is my no skips of the week. But I also honorable mention to Young Miami. Spin that.
Spin that.
Only because I think they're doing identity-based marketing with her specifically, because this is the first time since she hasn't been in City Girls where I feel like I know who Carisha is. Like, Carisha is doing community work. Carisha cares about the kids. Carisha also still likes to be in the strip club. All those things.
You gotta know every aspect.
Yeah.
Listen, no judges, okay? Like you can be in this strip club, but listen, that's a lot of hardworking mothers there as well, okay?
Yes, exactly. But yeah, those are my two no skips of the week for sure.
Oh, that's fire. I love that because I'm right there with you with Kehlani. Still. Like, and the crazy thing is that, you know, you listen to the album, everybody gets their favorites and everything, but going to the marketing piece of it all, Kehlani posted a video of her like writing and like just jamming to that song, and that's just so relatable. Like telling people when or how to emotionally connect to your song by example, like showing like, you know, when the night is done or after you and your homegirl done busted that mission and you're leaving whatever's house or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you're playing the song on the ride home. Like, I was right there. Like, she didn't have to, you know, like I said, I just made up my own story in my mind about that. And that's all just from a video of her posting and saying like the song for the ride home with your homegirl, you know, like, yeah. So that song like got put on my radar from that because I was like, because I did like listen when I first listened to it, that hotel like got you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Like, very relatable content. Okay, if you're a girl, you've been there before,
right? Okay. Don't have me crying in Vegas on Memorial Weekend. You did that on purpose, like. That hasn't happened to me. That has happened to somebody else that I know, but that ain't happened to me. If I was an artist, I would talk about all my friends' fucked up situations and then just happy songs. That's me and my man. Everything else is other people.
You gotta draw inspiration from somewhere.
You know, you really do. Okay, my no skips was Oops, and I always want to call the song Yikes, but Oops, which is Momo Boyd. She is one part of Infinity Song. And so that song was like, it's the marketing of it all, right? So Momo was a featured artist on, it was Baby Keem's most recent album, but I couldn't remember the song. But yeah, she was on a Baby Keem song. And so that was a big crossover moment for her, for a lot of people who are fans of hip hop. Because a lot of fans of hip hop are fans of R&B. She is not an R&B artist. She is a like soft rock alternative R&B artist. Yeah. But I think with the momentum that she was having from the Baby Keem feature and a lot of people being introduced to her, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, right? So like Momo had this song. Look, she says, listen, if they want it, I got it. Jamila, what? Like, so she had Oops. And I think that the rollout for that was really great. And I think that, you know, she released her project, Miss Michigan. But it's really Momo Boyd and Infinity Song. Like, it was, you know, at first it was like, this is my solo thing. And it's like, this is an Infinity Song project with you singing all the lead songs, like, you know, like
can't leave my siblings behind,
right? And I think that I don't know what the expectations were, but them releasing one song like Oops and showing us that they do make R&B music really well, and then just kind of being like, okay, now we're gonna go back to what we were doing, like. It kind of gives me the ick. It makes me feel like maybe they didn't get the right out the gate numbers that they wanted, and so they just went back to whatever they had. But the it worked. It was really, you know what I'm saying? Like, her marketing worked really well. It helped me discover the EP that she had, because I'm an Infinity Song like fan, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like the marketing worked. I feel like the powers that be should have like let her stay in her lane instead of trying to make her double dip and be like solo to take advantage of the timing, and then let me just dip back into Infinity Song because we still had stuff planned. It's just kind of like, if you weren't gonna stand 10 toes and like, you know what I'm saying, like do a tour or something, you know what I'm saying, then maybe we shouldn't have rushed the EP. I don't know, what do you think?
I feel like for her, I would have rather her drop at least one more single before we got to the EP. But the marketing did work in getting me intrigued, getting me wanting to follow her, reminding me that her and her family are some of the most talented people I've ever seen.
Come on.
And I like that it's starting to position her to be a solo artist when and if she does decide to finally like step away from her siblings. But I agree. I do kind of wish it was like all in the same vein of Oops.
Yeah, because the EP is soft rock. That's the only R&B song on there. So if I did discover you from this song and your EP isn't giving that.
Yeah. Or like at the bare minimum, at least if they're gonna show they can do R&B, then like, and they like every genre, because it's obviously like every genre. I would have rather the EP been like a mix of every genre.
Yes, exactly. Not all soft rock with one R&B song. It's like, yes, do a mix. Because the thing is, most people compare them to ABBA. Why do we not have like a disco groove project from them? Like, that's who you get a comparison from the most. Like, if y'all were going to do a Infinity Song project, I need a barbecue playlist from y'all. Like, I need a summer groove. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give us some Earth, Wind and Fire, some Ring My Bell, some, you know, like, right? Like, I like that. I see that. I see the groove, the funk, the disco, the soul, like, you know, just because of their instrumentation, their vocal ability and all of that. So yeah, I just feel like that they would do really well if they didn't just like dip their toe in it and then go back to what they were doing, because it must not have gotten whatever results they were expecting.
It could be that, or it could just be they, like, maybe she just wanted to get these other songs out so she could transition fully into that. Like, who knows the artist's brain. But that was a good choice. I like Momo a lot.
Yes, I do. And I could not get Oops. Like, I was playing that for a while. You know, that was my no skips for a minute. So I couldn't, you know, pass it up and talk about it on the podcast.
So I have a couple hot takes.
Let's get into it.
And because we're talking about identity-based marketing, I really want to talk about my girl, Monaleo. Before I give what happened, I do want to say we love Monaleo in this house. Monaleo is, and for context, for people who don't know who she is an up-and-coming rapper out of Houston, Texas. And she is currently signed to Columbia Records. She just dropped her first single after taking a break from being on tour. She had to, I would say in like March, April, she was on tour, but then had to end it because she was not feeling well, both mentally and physically. Um, and so for her to come back with a new song called Everything Pinka with Tizo Touchdown, which like we love Pink clearly in this household. And for her to come back with Everything Pinka, and it is an ode to not only her styling choices and her like actual visual branding identity, which is she is the pink blush girl. She is the I love black people, I love black girls girl. For her to come back with a song called Everything Pinka, which is literally who she is, and to have a fellow Houston, I mean, not, he's not from Houston, but a fellow Texas rapper, Tizo Touchdown, and then for the video to be an ode to Check on It by Beyonce. It just is all very Monaleo, very Texas, very girly pop, but still, I got bars for days.
Yeah.
And what I love about Monaleo is that as one of the like new Gen Z artists, she's very much pro I'm an artist, but I also care about mental health. I'm an artist, but I also want to stand up for my people and social causes. I'm an
Yeah.
artist, but I am sensitive about my shit. Like
Period.
very Beyonce, but also very um is giving, she knows who she is and she's growing into her own in front of our eyes, and that's what I love most about this song. And the branding of it all is what really is like, this is her visual identity and this is who she actually is as a human. And I
Right.
think that's why she connects. In the artwork, she has grills. The girl said Everything Pinka on it. And this is like right after going to a sacred event where she took a photo with Beyonce and they both had their grills in. Like
Hey.
everything is just, it makes sense. It makes
It makes such good sense. And I think the thing too about identity based marketing and building a world is that when you first start the world, you're the only person who lives there, right? Like you have to share this world with people for people to want to be a part of it. And people give up. They don't lock in long enough. But like I feel like you kind of like didn't go as in with Mona Leo's like love for Pink, because like Pink wedding, Pink, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Jamila, how long has she been doing this?
She has been doing this since day one. The very first video I ever saw of her, I cannot remember the name of the song right now. Don't kill me, Mona Leo fans. But the very first video, she's wearing like a white tank top and pink short shorts. Like the pink has been there from day one. She's got the pink wedding. She's got the pink car. She's got pink grills.
Wears pink everywhere in everything.
Yes. It's very much Pink Panther energy. And she's committed to it without it looking childish, without it looking not stylish, without it feeling like a gimmick. Like it just feels like it's a part of who she is.
Yeah.
And everything Pinka just feels like the I have arrived, and yes, everything I touch does glitter. You know what I'm saying?
More pink, more pinker. Like, you know, like no, I love that. And the thing too is like being like old school industry ways is like taking a mental health break, girl. You have a full tour. Like you can't do that, because if you do that, then the next single you have no, and it's like, no. We actually love her, and she's actually, like you said, she's been pro mental health for a really long time. Like as I feel like the mental health, the pink is for the brain. It's for mental
Yes.
health. That's
Yes, I honestly feel that way too.
that's how like attached to her branding mental health feels. So like her taking the time off, she's been doing a lot. Like, girl, you just got married and you have a child, and like you're like on tour and all of that. Like, I don't think people understand how exhausting touring is.
Yes. On
But
top of like while she was on tour, she was still doing features. Like I swear I saw a video for her and Anicia while she was on tour, and her and some other rappers. Like she did a feature on a DaBaby song, I think. I could be wrong. But the girl is working. Every time I see her, she is either rapping, she is talking about mental health, she is at a brand event, she is at a label meeting, she is doing something. And she started all of this independent. Like she just got signed to Columbia. So this is an arrival for her of like the next stage in her career. And
yeah.
I think she is on her way. There's still like work to be done. Obviously, she still has to grow. Because I do think the one critique I have of the whole like all pink everything is that it does pigeonhole her into only having girl fans. And I think as a rapper, you should. The goal is to reach everybody. I mean, the goal for all music is to reach everybody, but especially in female rap, men liking you is only gonna get you more everything, more attention, more interviews, more covers, all of that stuff.
Gotcha.
And she is almost there, I think. I think like because of purely because of the fact that like she is a rapper. Like
No, for real.
every
Yeah.
time
The
you see
bars.
her, she does a freestyle, you're like, whoa, she was the best one in the cipher. And I know a lot of critics really like her, but it's just the everyday guy, the same guy that likes a Spin That by Carisha,
Right.
should honestly also like Monaleo.
But won't even get there because she's wearing pink.
Yes,
It's crazy.
because misogyny.
Misogyny. Okay, so to summarize, tell me in your own words the marketing move that you feel like happened, why it did or didn't work, and what the marketing lesson is from Monaleo.
Okay, the move that happened is leaning even more into her personal brand of the pink of it all. I think it really helped to launch a song called Everything Pinka. It really helped to solidify what her visual branding is. And it really helped to in the same way that a self-titled album like lets you arrive into yourself, I think her claiming this as her pink era is her arriving into who she is as right now. What I think didn't work obviously is, you know, try when are we going to cross over from the pink? That's my only question. It's like, when do we move from okay, everything pink to everything's Monaleo? I think that's the line we're trying to cross right now. But the lesson in watching Monaleo, take a break, come back, do it very Texas, very her, is that it's okay to take a break, but if you are going to take a break, come back with your stuff together. Come back with your branding together. Come back with the rollout together. Like even with the song, when she teased the feature, nobody knew who the feature was. She made pink Post-it notes for her Instagram because Tizo is known for the Post-it notes. Okay? Like, it's the little details. It's the homage. It's the homage to Beyonce after just taking photos with her at the Sacred event. It's the ode to Texas. It's like a love letter to Texas. All of that. Like, if you're going to take a break, sit down, really think about it, make sure everything makes sense and it feels in the same world, and come back with a bang like how she did with Everything Pinka.
Yep. Okay. That's a good lesson, good breakdown. I love it. You guys let us know what you think. So let's continue with this section. It's my turn for my hot take in this hot take season. And so I wanted to talk about Lotto And
Big Mama.
Big Mama, right? So Lotto announced her album Big Mama by simultaneously revealing her pregnancy. So yeah, so simultaneous. So we're talking about, you know, identity based marketing and that being what works in 2026. So her releasing the album cover, dropping the lead single Business and Personal, which is kind of like the intro, rather than treating motherhood as like a separate personal announcement, she kind of made it the centerpiece of this album. The album title, the cover art, visuals, the messaging, it all, you know, tied to this new chapter of her life. Even her, you know, throughout the rollout, she's teased features and shared intimate footage and things and stuff like that. But I heard that this is going to be her retirement album, which I feel like, you know, it's like, are you doing like a Jay-Z retirement where you just say that so that nobody expects anything of you and you can pop out whenever you want? Or do you feel like, I'm a mom now, I don't want to do this rapper stuff, I've made enough money, and you're just like over it? Because I don't believe that. She's worked so hard her entire life to just be like, okay, I'm going to retire now that I'm having a kid.
I will say she did speak on this retirement of it all.
Okay.
She did an Apple interview with Nadeska, and she basically said in the retirement of it all, she was like, hey, so I'm very indecisive and I'm hormonal. And I tweeted that because everything was getting on my nerves. But today everything
Okay,
is
girl.
not. She said, but today everything is not. So I don't think I'm gonna retire, but ask me again in like 6 more months. And so what I took from that was she's just having a life moment right now.
No, listen, fair. Being hormonal, I've been pregnant before. I've had a child. You don't need to explain nothing no further. Okay, he was having a day, mama. Okay, Big Mama was having a day, and yeah, okay. Well, I mean, the rollout had a really great story. I think that we have been in her and 21 Savage business. As much as they would allow, I don't know. So like if she's gonna talk about being pregnant, like I think she's a smart businesswoman to be like, I'm like, listen, Cardi B do this pregnant, and she's twice, both albums.
Yes.
I'm sorry, because to have to work with a pregnant woman during an album release, not once, twice, and there was 7 years between those albums, bro.
It's a lot.
Jesus. So, you know, it wasn't like, here's my new album, but it's like, I'm entering a new phase of my life completely. And people are drawn to stories of transformations. You know, fans weren't just following the music, they were following a whole new chapter of life. So I feel like that rollout, like the rollout just had a story. Like she didn't have to make one up. I feel like another thing that worked is that she turned, you know, speculation into marketing, because for months there was conversation surrounding her pregnancy and relationship. You know, and like I said, she, like, Lotto knows how to keep her mouth shut. Like, we didn't even know 21 was her man for a really long time. And so instead of immediately addressing rumors, which a lot of artists do, as soon as someone is saying something about them, they feel like they need to instantly do an iOS press release. Shout out to the Read for putting me on to that. But doing an iOS press release, you know, just telling everybody what's going on or what's going on about it. You can take your time. You can take your time. You can reveal your pregnancy the way that you want. This is your body. It is your choice. You actually don't even need. Look at Lauren London. She popped out with a whole child. We didn't even know she was pregnant. We like
Twice.
You actually twice. Like you actually don't have to tell us anything, right? But she was like, since y'all are in my business anyways, she used all of that speculation to reveal an album, a single, a whole visual identity. Listen, she had the little cub because she's a mama. Okay, Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think what like works about the whole like letting people talk and then responding with the marketing is also that what I guess what reinforced the marketing is that the music itself literally told you. So if you really wanted to know the tea about what's going on in her life, between everybody in her life, her man, her family, her mama, her daddy, all of that, it's all in the album. And
As
she
it should
really,
be.
exactly, as it should be. Like, I really like what you said of her like not responding, because she could have responded. There was a point in time where Lotto responded to everything. So the fact that she did it and decided to put it all in the music really shows her growth as a person and as an artist. And it shows that she really cared about this project a lot. And I think, sometimes artists just be rushing to put stuff out just because they feel like they have to put something out and there's no care. And what she did really showed care. And
Yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah, I love it. It's like it's good. It's like this is how you
Yes.
do it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some people. There's a lot of recording artists who have a million ideas and they're never able to execute them, or a lot of recording artists who are really good at the music and not really good at the marketing. Some recording artists who are really good at the marketing, not really good at the music, right? So
Yeah.
when you find someone who is able to blend like the creative, with the business
Yeah.
acumen and make it work, that's when you get these crossover mainstream superstars that it's like, yeah, because they get the whole picture. They're not questioning, why do I have to do this, or be, you know what I'm saying? Like they put that on and they get to work, okay? Because they got goals, and them goals aren't going to reach themselves. So
Exactly. I just feel like everything was genius. They did a great job. And
it was aligned, that like very aligned.
yeah. And I mean, everything is not without critique. Like, there always could be like better things that happen, but I think the general like rollout of it all was really good, because even to call it Big Mama was smart,
on.
because she's been calling herself Big Mama for years now.
Big Mama, no kids. That was literally her thing on Summer
Yes.
Walker. You know what I'm saying? And now she Big Mama with the baby. Okay.
Exactly. And she had like a song like 2 years ago where she was like, I love it when he called me Big Mama. Like, she
Hey.
been saying that she Big Mama. So it's like, it's almost like a self-titled album in a way. It's like,
Right?
hey, this is me.
Yeah.
So yeah. And shout out to her and her team. Her manager Kayla also used to be a project manager, marketing lead. And so it makes a lot of sense that all of this
Oh my gosh.
aligns and goes together.
I love when the people who behind the scenes do the work are trusted by the artist enough to manage them. And because Lotto didn't have a manager for a while, so I'm so happy to hear that. It's a fellow marketing girly. Come on, marketing girlies unite.
Exactly.
Oh, no, but like you said, yeah, we can tell, because this kind of stuff is important. Everything being aligned. That is the part that artists miss, right? So the title was Big Mama, which is a self-proclaimed thing, but also relevant to her, where she's at in life. The cover art featured her baby bump, right? It's almost like, if you're getting paid to do a reality show, why would you talk about your business for free? Her having that same mentality to be like, I get paid to release music. Why would I just post a picture of no, this is going to be my cover art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, very intelligent. The visuals referencing motherhood in a non-gimmicky, weird way. The interviews focused on the transition into motherhood, or like I said, like even addressing the whole she retiring thing, and her being like, I'm pregnant, I'm hormonal, I didn't feel like being an artist that day. That was my southern accent. Sorry, y'all. But the album themes reflecting personal growth, we love to see it. We love to see a growing girly, okay? So nothing feels random. Everything is aligned, and every piece just reinforced that same message, which you know is like I'm doing big mama shit. I'm my big mama. Come on.
And the other touch of the cheetah, just because she's been the queen of the cheetah print too. So like to have the baby cheetah and like she mentions cheetah in the song
Yeah.
still, it's just like okay, it's kind of the same thing Monaleo does. Shout out to the rap girlies because
Come
y'all are
on.
good at branding yourselves and the things about yourself that makes you you, but it also makes you your specific artist because both of them have a very specific visual identity as well. Like
Yeah.
yes, Lotto calls herself Big Mama, but she also is like consistent with the cheetah print. So the baby cheetah on the album art makes sense. Like she wears
Makes
cheetah print
sense.
panties, cheetah print pants, cheetah.
Come on.
She had cheetah print apple bottom jeans at
The
one
cheetah's
point.
on the payroll, okay?
Yes.
The cheetah print specifically is on the payroll.
Like lean into that. That's what we want to see. Like people should
Yes.
be able to make a starter pack of who you are as an artist visually. If they can't do that, then you got some work to do.
The branding, right? The world is not fleshed out enough. The branding, maybe you haven't been consistent enough with your branding because that's also a thing. A lot of artists, y'all be everywhere. Y'all just want to try something, try something, try something. But what about when it works? You have to do that thing repeatedly. And a lot of artists want to be a new person every album, which like cool, but now nobody knows who you are and we don't have anything to attach to. But cool, love that for you. Cool, right? Like
Exactly.
come on. So yeah, and my fourth and final thing is that you know she gave fans something to talk about like besides the music because a lot of rollouts the conversation it's like it might steer away from the mute. You know what I'm saying? That she, like you
Yeah.
said, giving people something to talk about besides the music, but having it relate to her album. So instead of,
Yes.
you know, Big Mama being about the pregnancy reveal and 21 Savage, yes, that was included, right? The motherhood, the retirement rumors and all of that, but it all had to do with the album. At the end of the day, it was all marketing that led back to this album. So the conversation always has to do with music, right? As opposed to other artists that we've seen where their personal lives overshadows their music and where we're not even checking for the music. We're like, is so-and-so cheating on you? It's like, dang.
Well, a couple artists like that, unfortunately.
Listen, we ain't got no name, we ain't got no name, we ain't got no name. But the music, it became part of a much larger cultural conversation, but it's like that's the point of this whole thing is
Yeah.
the album. Let's, you know. So people might remember this as Lotto's pregnancy album. That I think would be the only takeaway. Like, I don't even think that's necessarily a negative thing. Like, you know, but if I had to put something in there of what didn't work, you know, maybe people it's calling this like a pregnancy album, but I think everything worked.
Yeah, no, I think everything worked too. The only thing that I would have loved, but she couldn't physically do, is do a performance. She didn't get a chance to do that during that rollout. But other than that,
Right. It's okay. We're going to wait for you to pop, lock, and drop it when that baby's out. You remember Rashida doing the rollout on Love and Hip Hop when she was pregnant? You see how different?
yes,
You see how different these are? Like, because the music that she was making had nothing to do with her pregnancy. So it's like, you can't create visuals and stuff while you're pregnant if that's not what you're talking about, right? Like,
yeah,
Lotto is like, yeah, I'm going through life. I'm going to make an album about it. So I think the biggest marketing lesson is that people do not follow releases, they follow stories, right?
Yes.
So most people or most artists spend months asking like, how do I get people to care about my music? But the better question is like, what story are people following, right? So Lotto gave fans a narrative, and different people can attach to it, even if you're not pregnant. I mean, you know, going from young woman to a full blown adult, you know, young adult to mature woman, going from a woman to a mother, going from you know, an artist to a mother. Private speculation about her being pregnant to public confirmation. So, yeah, the album just became a soundtrack to the story that was kind of already going on. And I think that's why this rollout felt bigger than maybe a typical album release, or maybe if she would have tried to do an album and pretend that she wasn't pregnant or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think to sum up our hot take season for this episode, pay attention to the female rap space. They get it. That is the lesson here. Pay attention there. They get it.
Yeah, absolutely. If there's one takeaway, are we doing our if we learned one thing or no?
We can if you want.
Okay, my hot take is that Big Mama proves that fans are more interested in eras than they are singles. So artists who are doing 47 different bounces and mixes of the song, artists who are posting songs or releasing songs just because they like the song. Nobody told you they liked it. You just like it and you just think you sound good and you didn't like. You guys, the music matters, of course, but the reason that people paid attention was because Lotto gave them a story to follow. Okay, so artists trying to market songs when they should be marketing the story behind the music, the transformation that inspired the album, right? Like, it doesn't not have to be a part of the album, but it has to be more than just the music.
Mm-hmm. And same concept with Monaleo. She gives you a person to root for, a story to root for, and now you know who she is when you see her. If you see Monaleo walking down the street, you gonna know it's her because she gonna have that pink blush. She gonna have on something pink and a grill to match every single time. So, you know, with canceling a tour for health reasons and then coming back with a bang and giving an homage to somebody that we all look up to, and especially her being from Texas, like, it all makes sense. And
the layers stacked on
there's
top of
layers
each other.
to it. You have to give people something to root for, whether it's, in this case, Lotto's pregnancy journey, or Monaleo's case, her being healthy again and ready to release music. That's what the point of all of what we're trying to say is.
Yes. So I guess it goes without saying that is your platinum era for this week. That's the rollout of the week for you.
Yes. Monaleo, definitely. I swear the pink Post-it notes was the touch that made me go, oh, she gets it. Yeah, she gets it.
And literally, like, I didn't realize, but like, as you said everything, I was like, oh yeah, I did see that. Oh yeah, I did. Like, as you were saying everything, the rollout was like lining up in my head. I'm like, oh yeah. So yes, right on there. Okay, I'll say this. I think Jamila already gave you guys your if we learned one thing earlier, so I'll give my if we learned one thing. So, yes, Jamila, definitely pay attention to these rap girlies because they know what they're doing. But yeah, if we learned one thing, it's that marketing really works when you have a story to roll out. And you have to know your audience to even know what kind of story they would be interested in. So if an artist understands their audience and is able to do a rollout that is attached to a story that their audience, would connect to, then that's the biggest takeaway for me is like there has to be a story to the rollout. The story, everything needs to come back to the music, but there does need to be a story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marketing is storytelling at its core. So if there is no story to tell, you don't have nothing to market right now. You need to get back in the lab.
Listen, come on. That actually is the biggest takeaway. Marketing is storytelling. So if you have no story to tell, are you really marketing your music?
Exactly.
Boom! Mic drop. Where's the Jamaican air horns? That's what we need in the soundboard. The Jamaican air horns. All right, you guys. This has been Marketing Girlies Be Like. Until next time, I'm Jazzmyne.
And I'm Jamila.
All right. See you later.
See ya.